Hey guys, what's up? So basically, I'm going to show you what I've been working on this past this year, 2020. It's been a project for a very, very long time. Since I'd say mid-January. The whole inspiration behind this one was, I wanted someone that was simple. I was able to keep a lot of variety within the simplicity that he offers in his outfit, and I'd say just like less is more, right? Obviously, there's so many options with this model that comes with his toggles. It's almost a playground, and so there's about 157 animations and a bunch of submenus between every single piece of clothing that you can edit. So first I'll go top bottom, and I'll eventually build something, right? And so that's going to be this goal. You can start with the accessories menu, and this can start with like the hat. So the hat can switch multiple designs. This is more like a flat design. You can kind of see some type of like stitching, kind of like where the design logo is, and then there is like a kind of like a jean blue horizontal like design, and then there is whites for all of these. So this is the flat, or this is the flat for the whites, and this is the vertical design for all the whites. And there's also a saturation toggle right here to where you can hue shift any of these colors between all of these designs of the hat. And the flat does not have a hue shift though, but the vertical that its default in does. So you can have like a blue one. And so on all the logos, you can change into the 1, 2, 3, 4 different options I have. So you have the this happy face, but then you have this why am I here? I think that one's pretty funny. It's harder to see because this is mirrored, but it does say why am I here? You have my logo, and then you have no logo if you don't want anything, and then you have this is like it's a crooked Nike symbol. It says just kind of do it. So I think that one's pretty funny. Like that one. And of course, you can hue shift all of these logos, and it also hue shifts the rectangular dissolve on there. So I'll go for like a light blue with that, like a baby blue. It's pretty much it for all the designs and the toggles for the hats. And then you can toggle the hat as well if you'd like. And the whatever hue shift you have going on for the logo, it actually changes the blue dissolve amidst whatever toggle it is. And then we can move on to the mask. So then for the mask, we've got the normal design. This is what he spawns with. This is silent actually, and so I think this one looks pretty cool. It's nice, sleek design, right? And these and the rectangular dissolving, squares going up and down on the hat. If you don't like them, you can toggle those off too for the hat and the mask, and they can be toggled right back on. And then so for the designs of the masks, we have the X design, and you can see if I can get the focusing work. It kind of has like this this fur-like shader I got going across it that a specular shift across all of it. And then we have the wave design. We have the teeth. Then we have a plane. And then for all of those, right? You can hue shift all of them, of course. All these colors can be hue shifted, right? We have a white menu, right, for all of these colors. So there's this white swap that instantly swaps whatever you were toggled in into a separate, basically inverted version of that mask, to where it's white on outside, black on inside. And that works for all masks, and you can hue shift all versions. And within that white menu, there's obviously this white swap, but then I have sub white swap menus to where there's a separate set of white that you can change into all of these. So for the silent, there is a sub white that's kind of like this blue sub white with the text. With the X sub white, a wave, subwhite, you know, and this is just affecting with the hue, you know, and you can turn that off into making it its normal subwhite, or you can hue it. Personally like the colors. Then the teeth and the plane, but no, it's the same for those. So we're gonna go with the wave white sub. We'll do that. Since that is the entire mask side of things, we can then go to, I'd say, towards like the head, like the body and the eyes and stuff. And that's an entirely separate menu next to the accessories. It's the body menu. Actually, I'll finish off the accessories menu. So you can toggle off the chain, of course. You can toggle off the earbuds, and there is a funny effect. You know, if anyone everyone always likes to, you know, come up to the earbud with all the dynamics and stuff and go, oh man, like, you know, what are you listening to? You can toggle a Rickroll audio, like a short little like 4-second thing of a Rickroll that repeats, and so they can hear that once you toggle it. And I don't know if you guys can, but if not, it's all right. Definitely in this proximity, they will hear it. So it's just a funny joke I felt like I needed to put in there. And also so now to the body menu, back to the face, we have the hair swap to the white, right? Mixes really, really well with these white on whites. I like the different tones of white. I don't like everything the exact same color of white. You know, I'm really really in tune with at least that part of things and the textures of white. You can, if you didn't want it white and you wanted it like different colors, you can just hue shift the hair straight up into different duller colors of blue and red. This one looks a little pink, but in the I have post-processing on, but in the other worlds it's very a lot more noticeable. So we'll keep it white for right now. And then the eyes, you can change the eye texture to a simple eye texture and to a snake-like eye texture. And in these eye textures, you are able to hue shift, of course. So we'll go like a blue snake eyes, about that. And within this body menu, you can adjust the tattoos. So you can toggle off the tattoos if you don't want to, and you can toggle them back on. And if you can tell, there's like this pulsing effect across the tattoos in certain intervals. If you want to just have that always emission, you can. So up close, I have the toggles on the arm for the tattoos. So instead of it's always emissions, and I have like this nice wave effect on it. I thought it looks really nice. You can, of course, Hue Shift all of these into whatever color you'd like. And then you can turn the pulsing back on to have. You can keep the black because, you know, it's nice to see the black and then the pulse of the blue that I said. And there's obviously other different tattoo options, and so we'll go there by seeing the other tattoos by toggling off into the clothing menu. And so you can then toggle off the long sleeve. And the long sleeve menu has its own separate toggles. So it's more like an arm tat. And if you go into the shirt menu, you can turn off both the shirts. And this tattoo especially has a special back tattoo. His name on it. And so in this, you know, just even in this outfit, I think he looks really nice. He still stands out, and you know, with his earbuds, you know, that still collides with everything. It looks good with the pants and the shoes. If I can show you there too. Just a nice clean setup. And for the second set of tattoos, I also wanted to show you is the set. So it has a nice dragon up front. There's nothing on the back this time, but I think the centerpiece is definitely the chest. This one definitely is made for with the shirt off. Looks fine too with the shirts on. You know, has a little bit here, but other than that, that's all the tattoos. And so within the toggle menu of the shirts, if you wanted to toggle off the jacket, or the long sleeve, and just have the shirt, of course, the shirt has all of its colors as well. Do the white, and it can do all sorts of fun stuff. So we're gonna keep the long sleeve on for right now. In the long sleeve menu, you have it's going to be a little difficult to see in certain worlds, but you know, these are very detailed textures on the long sleeve. You know, these are 4K textures, and it's a very cozy feeling just looking at it and even just being in it. It's based off of one of my IRL long sleeves that I have, and it's like my favorite freaking sweatshirt. And so you can turn it to like this more dirty texture, and it's easier to see close up, but you can kind of see it just has more like splotches on it, and just kind of like more like a random design to it, and compared to the clean, and it does get a little brighter. And it's, again, this is like for toggles. If it's harder to see the clean in the world, you can go to the dirty, and it kind of just pops out a little more. And then you have the flat design, where you can tell none of the, you know, like the waffle kind of normal map on it. It's flat, if you prefer this. And then we have the different colored versions of this black that goes into all different variants of this. So like, again, any outfit you can think of. So I'm really loving this one. You know, like with the blues, I just think he matches really, really well. And so you can go into the dirty blues, right? Like I said, the dirty textures has all of these hue shifts as well. It's the more dirty like tones of it. And then the flat tones, exact same thing. Flat tones all have their own different textures for the colors. So if I was to then go to the other textures, we have the striped, right? And on these stripes, I have a bunch of variants and colors of the stripes. Obviously, we have the emissions on the stripes. I have the exact same waving emission on the tattoos on the stripes here. And again, it's fits outfits a lot better than I'd think. But you can then change the colors of the white into the colors themselves, into a black on whatever color you'd like and or can think of. You can then go into the second version of the striped, which is then blue on white, which blue can be hue shifted into any color desired. And so, within all these textures, they then have a white version. So, and all of these work seamlessly. So if you have the stripped or the striped textures on, if I can talk, if you have the striped textures on, you click on the white swap, everything swaps to white, and that goes exactly for the emissions as well. Emissions can be on the white version. And so we'll keep this shirt, but I will show the rest of the whites first. So we have this is the flat white. Actually, no, sorry. This is the cozy white, and then this is the dirty white. This, yeah, you can tell that a lot better between the dirty and the clean, and then we have the flat white. And so we'll stay on the striped white with an emission, something like this to match the blues. Could find it. There we go. And then we'll move on to the pants. So, because we've been up here for a while. So within the pants, you have obviously its own menu. You can toggle off the pants. All of them have their own dissolves. You can change the textures of the pants. You have this checkered option. I think looks pretty good with the stripes. If you then hue shift the checkered to whatever color you'd like. And we have, within the checkered, with the camo, we then have the plain. And, you know, whatever variants you have selected, the hue shift affects it all. And you also have a white, a flat white with a kind of like a gray on the bottom. And you can then mix this pants with then the shoes menu, which is within the pants, because I kind of had to work them together. Because he has so many toggles on him, I actually had to combine the shoes and pants menu with some of their toggles. So I do apologize if you did want to do the shoes separately with different colors, but you can adjust the shoes with the same hue shift and white swap the shoes as well. You can toggle off the shoes. So there is also an the underwear toggle, but I won't be showing that for obvious reasons. And I feel like, you know, I wanted to put on underwear because sometimes I feel like there's like swimming pool areas and there's swimming pool maps and stuff, and you just kind of want to go for a swim with some friends. So other than that, that is most of what he offers, everything that he can change. Now thinking onto it, I do have a couple other things I forgot. There's an automatic hue shift between all the colors that hue shifts all of them at the exact same time. And so you do have to make sure that all of the hue shift toggles are off before you click on this, or it will confuse some of the colors. But all of the colors do work in unison for the automatic hue shift and in any color variants that you have set for the shirts and everything else. And with that automatic hue shift, I was also going to show what he looks like with the mask off. This is his face. These are his gestures. He has a piece as well. It's more like a lewd face. He has kind of like a blushed cheek, kind of he blows his cheeks out for rock and roll. He has the finger guns, $1 million smile. You can mix and match these. You can close eyes with thumbs up. And you have angry for fist, I believe. So, I think that's all of them. I'm correct. I think that's about it. Thank you guys for watching, and he will be available on April 2nd to April 3rd. I'm going to try to get him around then, and I'm going to try to shoot some videos too. So, really busy, but thank you guys for watching. You guys have a great day. See ya.